We're still quite early stage, still pre-discovery, but as we said, we've great neighbors. We've got a strong amount of work that's been done on the property by prior management and prior owners, and so we're really just looking to build on that and quickly move us towards discovery.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Chris Huggins. He is the CEO of Troubadour Resources. And Chris, it's good to see you. How are you?
Steve, fantastic. Thanks for having us on.
Good stuff. Well, excited to talk to you a bit about your project in Val-d'Or, and we'll get to that in just a second. But maybe
Sure.
you're newly on the job in June. Tell us a little bit about yourself and more importantly, the company.
Yeah, well, so I'm, as you said, brought on in June, and the vision and focus of the company is was really to take advantage of the Centerville project and property that we've acquired. As you said, in Val-d'Or, we're right adjacent to Probe Minerals property. The connection we see is of the geological trend is fantastic. Myself, I'm a geologist by trade, have worked in regional exploration kind of throughout northern BC and a bit of time in Chile back in the 90s, but and then these days really focused on the corporate development and exploration side of the company.
Yeah, you couldn't get more of a mining friendly area than Val-d'Or. I mean, lots of companies working there. It really
100%.
is a lot of talk and a lot of movement going on in that particular area.
Absolutely. I mean, with Novador right beside us, we have Eldorado Gold in right in the same neighborhood. O3 Mining is in the same region as well. And overall, the jurisdiction of working in Quebec is just, we think, one of the strongest and most favorable in the company. And as such, we've been very supported by our shareholders, have enjoyed and been able to raise just over 4.4 million in the past few months. And we're excited to put that money to work very shortly here.
Yeah, let's talk about this project. What stage is it at? And I know you've got some crews on the ground right now doing a bit of field work. So tell me a little bit about project itself, where you're looking at specifically, and sort of what the plan is.
Well, the property we have, it's there's a structural trend running through the property. There's a VMS opportunity as well as some other gold opportunities that kind of build on the Novador property that Probe has. The field programs that we have right now, we have a team that's going to be on the ground here fairly shortly, and that's just used to tighten up some targets so that we can get to drilling ideally in by November.
Yeah. What sort of are you going? A lot of depth going on right here. What sort of drilling are you planning, or is this more exploratory drilling?
Exploratory drilling. We're still quite early stage, still pre-discovery, but as we said, we've great neighbors. We've got a strong amount of work that's been done on the property by prior management and prior owners, and so we're really just looking to build on that and quickly move us towards discovery, such that it is hopefully becomes a property that is of significant value for Probe and becomes an inevitable acquisition target for them.
Absolutely. Obviously, you're looking at a lot of news flow this fall, as you mentioned. You're getting to work,
100%.
getting some things done. So, talk about for shareholders to understand about the company that it's going to be a pretty busy fall of 2024.
Absolutely. We've earmarked tremendous amount of money towards field work, towards compilation work, and towards drilling, all of which, as we begin this, will generate a huge amounts of data, a better understanding of the property, and communication of the value that we have here, the opportunity, and we look forward to sharing that message and vision and opportunity with shareholders, as well as creating value for those who are engaged in participating.
Yeah. And lastly, Chris, you're a geologist, so obviously this is the fun part of what you do as a CEO. How
100%.
excited are you to sort of start to see the activity happening on property?
Can't wait. It's this is a great part of the world we've been working in. The opportunities we have to get drilling, even be drilling through the winter, is exemplary. I mean, some of the best drillers in the world are literally in our back door. So for us to be able to get to work, have a team, we're working with the geological team that's working on the Abitibi metals properties. So we have a deep knowledge. We have people who have worked in Quebec extensively, and for us to be able to come in and execute on our vision and deliver results is really exciting.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be an extremely busy fall, and we look forward to covering the entire story. Chris, thanks so much. Good to see you.
Appreciate your time, Steve. Thank you so much.
All right, there is Chris Huggins. He's the CEO of Troubadour Resources.